The movie reviewed in this episode is rated R. Listener discretion is advised. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Scary Movie Nights podcast, a bi-weekly podcast where the scares are real, but the friendships are realer. Aww. You like that? I did like the little. I like it. Okay, today we're going to be discussing the classic sci-fi horror film Alien, singular, released in 1979. That's Mariana.
And that's Joan.
And we are your hosts for the podcast. First, for the morning, yeah. We're recording this hella early. Is this the earliest we recorded ever?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like 9:30.
It's not that early, but it's like morning.
I know, yeah. I had a late night, but yeah. Anyway, let me ask you, what made you birth a xenomorph this week?
This week, I birthed a xenomorph for...
This is a good thing, by the way.
Yeah.
We're proliferating life.
I birthed a xenomorph for cereal this week.
Yay!
And all of
cereal.
its different varieties. I did a cereal bar at work, and it was great. We had all kinds of cereal. It's so fun. We had a student who put every kind of cereal in her bowl with strawberries and raspberries.
Chaotic.
I know it tasted crazy, but I love that for her. I think she had an organic chemistry test that day, so.
What's your favorite cereal?
She was in the trenches.
Oh, she was in the I remember the OChem freak out decision making. Yeah. That's fair.
My favorite cereal, thank you for asking, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Period. Queen.
Is that yours?
Yeah. Well, I would say so. There's two cereals tied for first: Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
And actually Cocoa Pebbles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had both of those yesterday.
Period. Amazing. I may have mixed those two.
Yeah,
up
I feel like that would mix well. There was a couple that would mix well.
Yeah.
But there was like
Not
Lucky Charms. I feel like Lucky Charms with like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like I'm not sure about that. And like a Cocoa Pebble in there as well. And I think I had Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, that's crazy.
So with the Fruity Pebbles, like, I'm not,
Girl,
I don't know. But listen, to each their own.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure, actually.
Oh, well, maybe someone should check up on her.
I hope she's all good. Joanne, what made you birth a xenomorph this week?
Okay, two things. One, yesterday my students presented in a science fair, just like a little school-wide thing. It was so good. I'm so proud of them. Shout out to all my students because literally we had been working on this for a while and I had been giving them feedback on their research report and their data and how to analyze stuff. I mean, I geeked out and I just, we love science. Yeah. It's so much fun. And they got to give mini presentations about their findings and their experiments. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. They did a great job. So great job to them. And then after school, I hosted a Magic and Mixers night because I've been geeking out about Magic the Gathering.
Big time. And
so last night, I had a few friends over and we just drank wine, ate pizza, and played Magic all night. It was they got there 7-ish, and then by the time they left, what was it, 11:30? So ironically, we only got to play 2 games of Commander.
Oh my God.
Those games take so freaking long, dude. I love playing Commander because really Commander is more about the social aspect of it, you're hanging out.
Aww.
And of course,
community.
You're playing Magic, but it's a very political game. I saw on the internet, someone said, the real Magic is the Gathering.
It really is. It really is. I've tried it out because Logan he's hopped on the Magic Commander train, and
hell yeah.
Yeah, he was like, you need to play with me, and I was like, okay, fine. But it's just a lot of reading comprehension, and I'm just
There's
I think I'm okay. I'm gonna pass.
There's a lot of reading.
But I did give it the good old college try.
I love that. Can we play? Can we, the three of us, play, please?
Okay, we can play. I'll play Brian Plays.
You can use my avatar deck.
I'll play Brian. Brian also.
You can use my avatar deck. That's how I sweeten the pot.
Okay, that'll do it.
He's ignoring your comment.
Yeah, no.
He's already asked me, and I said no.
Okay, and that's so rude, actually. He's like, no, I don't have y'all's imagination. And I was like,
it doesn't require you just have to read.
It's all about strategy.
This one is not like D&D. You just have to read and remember things, which I'm not good at either. Because there'll be these rules that modify the things you already have out, and you have to remember that, and then you have to like tap your lands, and then you have to untap them and remember to do that every time.
It's untap, upkeep, draw. It's not that hard.
and read. It's a whole thing. I kept trying to play spells when I didn't have any creatures out. It was a whole thing.
And it's confusing because creatures are spells.
Oh fuck! See, I don't know this. Creatures are spells.
Mark, it's about the gathering, not the magic.
Okay, like I saw someone do.
Listener somewhere crashing out at the way she's.
I saw someone do. I think it's called a proxy deck.
Yep.
And it was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
It was so cute. So cute. That's
I think
such a
my
vibe.
next evolution, because really I play Magic the Gathering for the friends and also the cute cards.
For the gathering.
Yeah, for the gathering and also for the cute
and
cards.
For the aesthetic.
If it's not cute, I'm not putting it in there. I don't care how good it is. Last night I played this card and everyone on the table was like, why do you have that card? And I was like, because it's cute. Why are y'all judging me? That's crazy that you're doing that. But
I like that.
So I think I'm just going to do proxies next time.
You should do a Benson Boone deck.
A Benson Boone deck, but also I would love like a waifu deck. I am hella gay, but I love me some anime boobs. Some insane jiggle physics. Crazy.
Ew, oh my god,
I love there's this one gif of an anime girl like going like this. She's literally just sitting back and her boobs do like that. Like a complete rotation stuff, like did the boobs switch places? That's crazy.
Wait, can you pull that up, please?
I don't remember the name of it. Anime.
Should be easy to find.
Your search history.
This is what I'm searching. Anime
it's not like helicopter boob, but they definitely they bounce. They bounce and they switch places.
No, there's so
many. No, I'll try to find it. It's been so. This was in the Tumblr era.
Okay, got it.
So it's been a while.
Yes,
anyway, enough about that.
This is in the ancient texts.
The ancient magic, yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, that's what I want for my next proxy. Oh my god. Enough about that. Let's open the airlock for Alien 1979.
Yeah.
So listener, we're going to start off with a no spoiler synopsis or no spoiler section where Mar's going to treat us to a synopsis and some movie facts. So if you have not watched the movie, this section is safe for you to listen to. Mar, take it away.
Okay, for our no spoiler synopsis, here we go. Alien 1979 is a science fiction horror film that follows a space crew aboard the Nostromo, hauling ore, who comes across a distress signal and must respond to it in a strange planetoid. They come across a strange ship, and upon exploring it, they find strange eggs. Everything is strange. It's all strange.
Everything is strange.
Which soon hatch and attach, and all hell breaks loose.
Those eggs were crazy.
The eggs were crazy. This movie was written by Dan O'Bannon, and the story was by Dan and Ron Shusett. Dan O'Bannon had previously made a science fiction comedy called Dark Star, and it had an alien that was made with a beach ball that they painted and added rubber claws to it. And it was really supposed to be funny, but this kind of inspired him to make Alien with a realistic alien. He was also inspired by several movies like Star Wars, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and he drew inspiration from a ton of different science fiction works and horror, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And he later said, "I didn't steal Alien from anybody. I stole it from everybody."
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now, when they were writing this is a quote from screenwriter Ron Shusett. Dan O'Bannon put his finger on the problem. What has to happen next is the creature has to get on the ship in an interesting way. I have no idea how, but if we could solve that, if it can't be that it just snuck in, then I think the whole movie will come into place. And then in the middle of the night, I woke up and I said, Dan, I think I have an idea. The alien screws one of them. It jumps on his face and plants its seed.
Oh my God.
And Dan says, oh my God, we've got it. We've got the whole movie. And I think that's kind of interesting.
Wow.
I'm very excited to talk about the themes of this movie because it's a movie that's pretty straightforward, but I feel like it has these crazy undertones about like sex and like giving birth and like consent.
Well, and this is towards the beginning, like around that egg scene when they land. Is this a spoiler? Maybe we should leave it for later.
I think we can wait.
Okay, let's wait.
The movie starts off. I love the start of the movie.
Me too.
I love the initial they're not credits, but like the title sequence.
Oh my God, I love the title
where
sequence.
Where it's like the lines and then it says alien. It's so iconic. But yeah, I think we can save that for the spoiler section. But whenever they were meeting with production companies, they were kind of selling this as like, this is Jaws, but in space.
Yeah.
Which like,
I see
a little bit, yeah. They started working with 20th Century Fox, and they had ties to a smaller production company called Brandywine, which was created by Gordon Carroll, David Giller, and Walter Hill. Giller and Hill did not like the original script, and they wanted to change it. And at first, like, O'Bannon and Shusett did not like this, and they thought they were trying to kind of take this idea for their own. And Giller and Hill drafted many different versions of the script, including the final one, which was actually used in the movie. They added things, like they added... Oh, this is a spoiler. They added the whole thing with Ash, that's what I'll say.
Okay.
So the final script was the one that they wrote, but the Writers Guild ultimately gave O'Bannon sole writer credits.
Okay.
Because he had come up with the original idea and the original script.
Yeah.
This film was directed by Sir Ridley Scott of the original Blade Runner, Gladiator 2, pretty iconic director. Also directed one of my favoriteest movies, The Martian.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ridley Scott. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. This cast, I don't know most of them, but the one that I do know is Sigourney Weaver. Queen! I love her as Ripley. She's the warrant officer aboard the Nostromo.
So my Google Assistant sounds like Sigourney Weaver. That's why I chose that voice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And she was initially supposed to be a man, like this character was supposed to be a man, but they, I think, intentionally wrote them all pretty like neutral, where they could be male or female. We had Tom Skerritt as Dallas, our captain of the Nostromo, and they considered a couple people for these roles. So Harrison Ford was considered for Dallas, but he didn't end up getting the role, or maybe it's online what happened, but I didn't read about it. But he ended up starring in Blade Runner later for Ridley Scott. And then Sigourney Weaver, she was chosen, but they also considered Meryl Streep for this
interesting
role. But at the time, I was reading about her partner who passed away of lung cancer, and this was like just when he had passed away, and so she was, grieving. So they went with Sigourney Weaver, but I also read that they were like friends in college at Yale.
Sigourney and Meryl? Okay, period.
We have Veronica Cartwright as Lambert, the navigator. I'm sorry, she was a little annoying to me.
Yeah,
But she has the most beautiful blue eyes. Like, she's very good at looking scared.
To be honest, you never know how you're going to react in situations like that. True. But she was worthless.
That's true. She did a lot of yelling and screaming and looking tea, but that's about it. Harry Dean Stanton is Brett, John Hurt as Kane, Ian Holm as Ash, Yaphet Kotto as Parker, the chief engineer, Balaji Badejo as The alien. Helen Horton as the voice of Mother. I love Mother. See, that's like that adds to the whole theme of giving birth. Like the ship, they literally call it Mother.
Yeah.
Okay, so for production, this was produced in the wake of Star Wars when space became like the next big thing, and a lot of production companies, one of the reasons this film got produced is because the script was basically ready, and they originally gave it a budget of $4.2 million, and they shot it over 14 weeks, but they eventually, like, the budgeting process and like the production process was taking so long. Sir Ridley Scott was so bored between, the time for everything to happen. He storyboarded the entire movie. And he showed that to the production company, and they were like, that looks really good. So they actually doubled the budget from 4.2 million to 8.4 million on the strength
and I'm
of
so glad
Scott's
they did.
Storyboards. Now, for scenes showing the exterior of the Nostromo, so whenever they land on the planetoid, they constructed a 58-foot landing leg, just the leg, to give a sense of the ship's size. But then Sir Ridley Scott was like, no, this doesn't look large enough with the people standing in front of it. So he actually had his sons and like the son of the film's cinematographer stand in for the regular actors so that the ship would look even bigger. But unfortunately, like the suits, like the space suits that they created, the costumes, didn't have any ventilation. And people were like literally on the verge of passing out. Like these kids were on the verge of passing out because these suits were so thick and they didn't have any ventilation in them.
Oh my god.
Damn, Lady Boss.
The same technique was used for the scene in which crew members encounter the dead alien creature in the derelict spacecraft. They call him the jockey. Like the crew called him the jockey. Not the crew of the film, not the crew of the Nostromo. The children who were standing in for the actors nearly collapsed due to the heat of the suits. That is crazy. You got your own children in there having heat stroke. Insane. They eventually did add oxygen systems to help the actors breathe in there.
Imagine like, just man up, Billy. Passes out.
Billy, got up, Billy.
Passes out. Are you okay?
I love this part. There were 4 identical cats that were used to portray Jones or Jonesy, the crew's pet. I love Jonesy. And
he's so cute.
A few questions that we had at the beginning of the movie eventually got answered. Like Logan and I were watching the movie and we were like, who was the cat also in hypersleep? What happened? Where's the cat's litter box? Where's the kitty litter box? How is the cat pooping in 0G?
They did not have enough budget to
we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of any of this, but I do love that they have the cat. It's one of my favorite characters. The acting this cat did was pretty insane.
Yep. The 4 cats.
The 4 cats, yeah. They kind of... okay, for the effects of this movie, obviously they had to create these aliens, which is so cool. So H.R. Geiger was an artist, and he came up with the design for the alien.
Tell me why I read H.R. Ginger, and I'm like, some ginger in H.R. design the alien.
This H.R. Ginger.
Wow, I was like, that's an interesting way to refer to this person, but
no,
yeah. H.R. Geiger, yeah, that makes sense.
The face hugger, and I hate this word, proboscis.
Proboscis.
Proboscis?
Yep. It's the weirdest word. And you know how I know how to pronounce that word?
Because of symbiotic relationships.
No, hilariously. There used to be, this is totally off topic, but there used to be this website called homestarrunner.com.
Okay.
And it was like a Flash website. Do you remember those?
No. Flash
Logan, do you remember like the Flash sites where it was like videos and stuff, and like people would use Flash to like, and then you couldn't get on them in Mac products. Yeah, like the Flash games. Yeah. But like you could make videos too out of Flash.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. So it was this website called homestarrunner.com, and it was just like the most nonsense website ever. And then they had these characters, and Strong Bad, one of the characters would read emails that people would send him.
Oh my god.
And it would be like the craziest story. And anyway, he mentions a proboscis, and then I remember that's when I was like young. I learned what a proboscis is. Thank you, homestarrunner.com.
Wait, so what is a proboscis? It's like a structure that protrudes out.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, so you know, like I'm pretty sure like butterflies have the proboscis,
yes,
that like
do. And moths.
Yeah, that they can reach into a flower and get the nectar out. That's what a proboscis is.
Yeah. So for the face hugger alien, the proboscis was made of a sheep's intestine. And these were shot out of the eggs using high pressure air hoses. But then some of these shots were reversed and slowed down in editing to prolong the effect and reveal more detail. The facehugger itself was the first creature that H.R. Geiger designed for the film, and there was different versions of it in different sizes before they decided on like a smaller creature with human-like fingers and this long tail. Dan O'Bannon, with help from Ron Cobb, drew his own version based on the original design, and that became the final version of the little baby alien. Cobb came up with the idea that the creature could have a powerful acid for blood, which is so I love it.
Legitimately horrifying and awesome at the same time.
A characteristic that would carry over to the adult alien and would make it impossible for the crew to kill it by conventional means, such as guns or explosives, since the acid would burn through the ship's hull. Brilliant. Okay, this is spoilers, so I'm going to save it for the spoiler section. But this is like a classic. The director doesn't tell the actors exactly what's going to happen so that they can get a good reaction.
Oh my God.
Which I don't like.
I don't like it either. I don't like being scared, startled.
Let's talk about the design of the alien, because if you don't know what the xenomorph looks like at this point, I'm so sorry. This is not a spoiler.
You have to know.
You've seen a xenomorph.
Yeah.
But they created this system of hinges and cables to operate the tongue, which protruded from the mouth and featured a second mouth at its tip with its own set of movable teeth.
Imagine having a second mouth.
Dude, that comes out of your original mouth.
Original mouth.
Crazy. The final head had about 900 moving parts and points of articulation. Part of a human skull, I'm sure it wasn't a real human skull, was used as the face, and was hidden under the smooth, translucent cover of the head. And the original alien jaw is now on display in the Smithsonian Institute, which I think is so cool, and I really want to go see it. I've been wanting to go to the Smithsonian in DC forever,
Nice.
so that's going to be one of my stops. It's going to be Dorothy's slippers and the head of the xenomorph. In April 2007, the original alien suit was sold at auction. I don't know how much it was sold for, but I'm sure it was a lot of money.
It was a lot.
They use KY jelly to simulate saliva and give the alien a slimy appearance.
That's crazy.
I would hate that. The alien vocalizations were provided by Percy Edwards, who's a voice artist, and he had provided bird sounds for British television through the 1960s and 70s. This is so funny to me because, like, why wouldn't they record real birds?
Yeah.
And the whale sounds
God.
for orca killer whale in 1977. So this is the voice of the xenomorph. Now for the film, they made 3 models of the Nostromo. There was a 12-inch version for medium and long shots, a 4-foot version for rear shots, and a 12-foot 7 short ton rig for the undocking and planetoid surface sequence. And originally the Nostromo was painted like a yellow, but Ridley Scott was unhappy with the final look and ordered. They had apparently shot a bunch of things with the model already, and he was like, "Nope, paint it gray, reshoot everything."
Good choice.
I
Dull
agree.
yellow's crazy.
I agree. I feel like going for the vibe of like this is like a hauler, like they're hauling ore and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of like the hauling equipment here that we have on Earth tends to be yellow. Like
That's
these big
true.
like trucks and machinery tends to be yellow. So like I can see where that goes, but like we're in space. I guess it wouldn't matter if it were yellow, but still. Okay, let's get to some miscellaneous details. I'm going to leave the theme for the end because I feel like when we talk about the theme, we're going to talk about some spoilery parts. The company that owns the Nostromo is not named in the original film. It's referred to by the characters as the company. However, the name and logo of the company appears on several set pieces and props like the computer monitors and beer cans as Wayland Yutani. Ridley Scott did all the handheld camera work himself. He said,
Okay.
if you want to get it right, you got to do it yourself.
That's true.
He also stated, oh yeah, I already read this part. The casting for Ripley came out to Sigourney Weaver and Meryl. The original draft title for this was Star Beast, which I don't like. I'm really glad. He was never happy with this.
Sounds like a Weekend album.
Yeah. That's Starboy.
But
But after rereading the script, he noted how many times the word alien appeared, and he realized that was the perfect title. And it's pretty iconic, and I really like it. And there's like a huge franchise now. Like I didn't realize how many movies there were and
Video
and like shows and video games. I have not even seen all of them.
and the joining with the Predator.
Oh yeah, the collab.
The collab.
So there is Alien 1979, Aliens 1986, Alien 3 1992, Alien Resurrection 1997, Prometheus 2012, which I've seen Prometheus. I've not seen Alien Covenant. Yeah, I like Prometheus.
Oh, okay,
it's
I've
fine.
never seen
Prometheus is like the prequel.
Yeah.
And it like shows you like what happened with the ship that they find in Alien. Like it's that backstory.
Yeah, okay.
Then we have Alien Covenant, Alien Romulus, which I did watch and I really liked.
Yeah, it was good.
Alien vs. Predator came out in 2004, and Alien vs. Predator Requiem came out in 2007. And then there's a bunch of, like, there's TV, there's Alien Earth, which came out last year, and I really liked it. There's a web series, there's video games. So it's this huge, big thing now. The release and reception... It was a hit. Its total worldwide gross had been listed within the range of 104.9 million to 188 million. It's probably closer to, like, I think 143. There's a couple numbers out there, but 143 million compared to an $8.2 million budget is pretty good. Also, Alien did win the 1980 Academy Award for Best Visual Effects.
Okay.
So we have an Oscar winner here on our hands.
Nice.
I think that's it for my non-spoilery fun facts and details of this movie.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm honestly glad that Sigourney Weaver got the role. I mean, Meryl Streep would have killed it because she can literally do anything.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious in Project Hail Mary when he's like trying to decide a voice for Rocky.
Yeah.
He's like, what about Meryl Streep? And then she says whatever she says, and he's like, man, she really can't do anything. I was like, yes, queen, yes, she can. But I feel like Sigourney just fit the role really well, and now she's kind of like an icon for that, and I love having Sigourney as another icon. Like, I feel like Meryl has so many iconic roles that it's like, let's have other queen. Let other girlies eat their lunch. Yeah, so, but yeah. Anyway,
I feel like
she was brand new at the time.
Yeah, she was
Meryl. Oh,
so was Sigourney. They were not really big. She was like the big star to come out of this movie, but
and the tiny underwear they made her wear.
Oh my god. Why? Well, that's in the spoilers. We literally talked about, I was like, oh, they couldn't find underwear that fit her?
Yeah,
why is her whole butt crack out? What the fuck?
She's literally in space. You think she's worried about... Anyway.
She has other things to worry about at that point, but like... come on.
We are now moving on to the spoiler section. So, listener, if you care about having the movie spoiled, pause the episode, watch the movie, and come back. Because it is a really good movie.
It's so good.
So, Ma, what did you think?
I love this movie. I have some spoiler facts that I can talk about now.
Okay.
So, this movie was originally supposed to just end with the destruction of the Nostromo, while Ripley escapes on the shuttle, but Sir Ridley Scott, which I think this was brilliant, conceived this fourth act where Ripley is forced to confront the alien on the shuttle. He pitched this idea to 20th Century Fox and negotiated an increase in the budget to film it over several days. Scott had wanted the alien to bite off Ripley's head and make the final log entry in her voice, but the producers vetoed this idea because they believed that the alien should die at the end of the film. And I like that, and it kind of like opened the gateway for like Aliens, and I haven't watched all of Aliens yet because I fell asleep. Not because it's bad or slow or anything, but just because I'm almost 30 and it was past 9 p.m.
She's feeling
and I should have known better.
Yeah.
To start a movie. For the filming of the chest burster scene, for the filming of the birth, the cast members knew that the creature would be busting out of hurt, and they had seen the puppet that they created, but they had no idea, they had not been told that fake blood would also be spraying out in every direction from high pressure pumps and squibs. So their reaction was actually their real reaction to what happened. Which I hate. Like, I would be so mad. I would be so mad I would ruin the take. I would start screaming names that are like real names and
like
shit. I would be like, Ridley Scott.
What the?
Literally.
Yeah.
Also, like, Ash, his head, when it's placed on the table and reactivated for this scene, they had an animatronic head made using a face cast, but the latex of the head shrank while curing, and it wasn't like too convincing. So for the most part, they actually like put him under a table with his head through a hole for that scene, and they used milk, caviar, pasta, fiber optics, and Foley urinary catheters for the android's innards.
You know what's funny about that scene is she's like trying to put his head, like on the table.
And then all of a
she's
sudden,
like really struggling, and then it cuts.
Yes. And then the head is just standing up by itself.
And I was like, oh my god, what? I love it.
I love the plot twist of him being an android, and I feel like the first time I watched it, I remember being like, oh oh my God. But
Yeah.
then the second time watching it, there's like a couple things where I'm like, And that was one of those things where it was like, maybe he was taking care of the cat, like, because everyone was in hypersleep, but he didn't need hypersleep because he was an android, that kind of thing. We never see him wake up.
No, but like the cat was in hypersleep too, I think.
Well,
Because-
then we realized at the end of the movie that the cat can go into hypersleep.
Yeah.
And in Aliens, the cat is literally like, they're cuddled up in the little chamber together, which is kind of cute. But at first, Logan and I like looked at each other and we were like, can the cat go into hypersleep? That was like our first thing. Okay, lastly, I just want to talk about the theme, and so this is probably like going to go into spoilers of like everything that happens in the film, but Dan O'Bannon, he wrote the screenplay, had argued that the scene is a metaphor for the female penetration and the oral invasion, so like whenever the face hugger alien, you know, kind of attaches to Kane, it functions as payback for the many horror films in which sexually vulnerable women are attacked by male monsters. This film, I think this is like a film critic, claims that Alien is a rape movie as much as Straw Dogs or I Spit on Your Grave are the accused. On one level, it's about an intriguing alien threat. On one level, it's about parasitism and disease. And on the level that was most important to the writers and directors, it's about sex and reproduction by non-consensual means. And it's about this happening to a man. He notes how the film plays on men's fear and misunderstanding of pregnancy and childbirth, while also giving women a glimpse into these fears.
Okay. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah. Also, the ship is called Mother, which I mentioned earlier. There's like a bunch of like birth imagery, and everything is very like moist and wet
and sexual. So like, you know, the when they land on the ship, and they go into the thing, when they're looking at the big alien thing, did you notice that the thing is that he has attached to him looks like a giant penis?
Yes, everything is very phallic.
It's very phallic.
Yes,
I told Brian, I was like, did you see that, Jim? Did you? Yeah, I remember that just like, that's a penis.
Yes, literally. I thought this was really interesting, and
that's why her underwear is so small.
Her underwear is tiny.
Yeah. Well,
her underwear is so small. Her underwear is too small.
It's too small, bro. That cannot be comfortable.
No, there's no way. There's no way. It's like half falling off. Like, no.
Girl. No. Yeah, I can definitely see those themes. I think, you know, like, I think it requires a lot of thought. I mean, but also, like, not really. Like, it's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, and I mean, from the quote I read earlier about, like, the writers, when they were like, I have an idea, the alien screws one of them.
Yeah.
And plants its seed. So it was kind of, like, on
way to
purpose.
Sneak onto this ship.
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant.
I loved it. Fuck your way to the top.
Yeah. Fuck your way to the top, said Brian. But yeah, no, it was really, really excellent. I think also, like, whenever Kane gets attacked, obviously he's got this, like, alien on his head, and then the alien kind of falls off, and they're all kind of like, oh, he's fine.
Yeah. And
then later when they're having dinner, he is not fine. He is
definitely not fine.
And I think just a quick little tangent, but, like, the xenomorph's life cycle is so interesting to me because, like, its growth happens so quickly. Like, it matures into full-grown xenomorphs so fast.
It's giving alternation of generations.
Oh, yeah. T.
Is the facehugger a haploid?
Is the facehugger haploid?
We'll have to see.
But, like, maybe that's a metaphor for, like, if someone is, like, sexually, like, harassed or raped, like, maybe at first they, like, seem like they're okay, but, like, really they're not okay because something, like, life-changing has happened to them. And, like, in a similar way, like, at first, you know, this alien is, like, it's attacked you, but then you seem fine until you're very much not fine.
That's true, yeah.
I really don't think that this was at all on purpose. They just thought this was, like, a really interesting way and, like, a really, like, crazy way for the alien to sneak onto the ship. But yeah, no, the birth scene's crazy. It's like someone coming out of a man's stomach, and it's like,
so
an alien.
Have you ever heard of this concept called the death of the author?
No.
Okay, I just Googled it because I heard about this the other day when we were I think I was watching a Magic the Gathering. I don't remember. I was watching something. I always, like, put on YouTube videos at the gym and just, like, have that playing in the background or whatever. It's a 1967 essay by French theorist Roland Barthes. And it basically says that, like, it really doesn't matter what an author's intent in creating a piece of art is. It's really what is the result of that. And it's like basically the reader's interpretation. So I think it you know, stuff like Night of the Living Dead, when it was like, no, it wasn't about racism. Or this movie's like, no, it probably wasn't about this. But it's like, okay, your intent may not have been that it's about this, but the result and the viewers, the consumers, like, interpretation of this is like, that is what this is about.
Absolutely.
So
or
like,
also just the thought of like, oh, like, what's a crazy way for this alien to get on board? And your thing is like, oh, the alien is going to essentially like not rape, but impregnate this person against their will, and then they're gonna birth an alien, and then like women go through that.
Literally.
But when it's an alien, it's horrific. Horrible. But when it's women, it's like, oh, that women just give birth.
Well, and then you have, and not to get too political into this, but then you have politicians that are like, well, you just have to do it. Like, you just have to go through with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, it's literally against her will in every aspect of what happened. You know what I mean? So it's horrible. Again, like you said, like you made a really good point that it's horrible. It's horrific when an alien does it, but it's normal when a human does it. Like you. So I think that is Alien political? Low key. Are we?
Is Alien political?
Is Alien political?
Who'd you vote for, Alien? Xenomorph, who'd you vote for? Where were you on January 6th?
Yeah, are you?
Xenomorph?
Where are you registered? Actually.
Are you registered to vote?
Are you? Yeah. I love the concept of the alien. I think.
Yes.
Like, it's a really great movie. It's got a lot of moodiness to it. I love the darkness of the movie, but I don't think that if they had not designed the alien like they did, it would not have been a successful movie.
I love the design.
Like the design of the alien, the lore of the alien, the life cycle of the alien. For me, is the highlight of the movie. Period. I also love the fact that like everything kind of like went off the rockers, especially because you're expecting, you know, especially back then, like you're expecting Dallas to be like, oh, like the male savior, like he's gonna do the thing, and he's with his little flamethrower and the little air ducts, and what's behind him? The alien.
They take him out pretty quick.
Takes him out, and it's like all hell breaks loose. Because like now, what do? You're down a captain, and you know it's like the lead male protagonist is no longer there. So what do? And I love that. I feel like it's low key like empowerment for women. Yeah,
I think
Sigourney.
I think also like maybe this movie is a little bit anti-capitalist too, because ultimately like the company, which we know is Weyland-Yutani, is like it's concerned with profit. And like one of my favorite scenes is where, you know, Dallas dies and Ripley is finally like, well, now I'm like chief operating officer. And she goes to talk to Mother in like this weird white room, which is like very womb-like. Yes. And she turns on the computer and it's like priority number 1 is bringing home the specimen. Yep. All crew expendable.
Expendable, girl. Expendable.
Insane. And like whenever, like Ash obviously is, you know, he's an android, so he's controlled by the company. And so he lets Kane and them in when Ripley is like, no, you're not coming in. This is not quarantine protocol. Like, you have to wait 24 hours. Which, if they had done that, literally most of the crew would have survived.
Right, literally.
Except for
because he died anyway.
Exactly.
There's no way they could have saved him.
Anyway.
They should have, honestly, as soon as they realized that the thing was made of acid, they should have just chunked his ass out into the...
Chunk his ass out immediately.
I'm sorry, Kane.
Yeah.
Bye, girl.
You're gone. Like,
I'll see you later.
So
I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'll see you... Yeah, never, I guess.
Let's go home. Yeah. It's...
And honestly, like, if something like that happened to me, I would want them to do that as well, because I don't want to birth an alien from my stomach. That sucks. Just kill me. Like,
and like all the ideas that women had and everything that they proposed that ultimately they didn't go with would have saved them. Like if Ripley, if they hadn't let them in because of quarantine, they would have been fine. Or even like what's her face, Lambert. If they had just listened to Lambert whenever she's like crying and she's like, let's just get on the shuttle and go, they would have lived. Yep. Most of them would have lived.
Correct.
So truly, Yeah.
Listen to women.
Yeah.
Is
Also,
really the lesson
I
here.
loved whenever she's gonna like destroy the Nostromo and like the whole like procedure for destroying it, where she's like pulling out all the tubes and shit. I was like, this is so funny and inconvenient, but like, of course, if you're gonna like,
doesn't she change her mind at some point? And she tries to undo the thing, and she's like, "You bitch!" I loved that. I was like, "You tell her, mother, you bitch."
Also, she
Mother's like, "I'm programmed. I'm
as
sorry."
a cat lover.
She went back for that bitch.
She went back for Josie. I don't think I would have.
I don't.
But
I
also,
would not
like,
have
there's
done
several
that.
parts where she's got like the little carrier that she puts Josie into, and she's just throwing that thing around.
Yeah, she is.
I just know Josie's in there. Like,
yeah, when she's. I know Josie's like, this is the craziest roller coaster. Yeah, at some point when she's getting into the shuttle, she just like throws his thing, and I'm like, hello, the cat's in there.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, I mean,
so funny.
I guess at least she's taking him, but damn, girl.
So funny.
Yeah, I really love the alien because what's up with the second mouth? I just don't know.
They just were like, this would look freaking cool, and it does. I do love the alien design. Like, she's got a big head and everything, and she's got like tubes coming out of her, and it's like.
Okay, so the alien.
The alien.
She lays eggs.
Correct.
Okay, so the egg has the face hugger. The face hugger hugs face.
Hugs face. Face hugger, hug face.
And then impregnates. With organism.
Deep throats.
Deep throats.
Deep throats with organism. Dude, I really think this
Big
is
time
alternation of generations, bro. Dude, I'm so obsessed with this actually right now because I'm like, what is the biology of the alien?
However, like, with alternation of generation, like with maybe with like how fungi do it.
Yeah, well,
because at any point are they morphing? Like, the xenomorph DNA is not morphing with the human DNA at all. I don't think. So that if it's haploid when it goes in, how does it eventually become diploid? Or maybe their whole DNA system is different. They have acid blood, so who knows?
That's true, but yeah, they're maybe not. Whoa, do they not have DNA? Yeah, you're right. Because I was like, okay, well. But maybe it does fuse with the human DNA, but it just overrides human DNA into. Girl, I don't know.
Also, like, my
questions.
understanding of the xenomorph is it doesn't require humans specifically. Like, I think any life form would do.
Will do, yeah.
And so they've got to have some sort of like system to allow for this life cycle to happen with any life form. But anyway, seed goes in.
That's so interesting.
Seed grows. Seed comes out. It like erupts out.
Yeah.
And then
it just grows. It's
full grown xenomorph.
Yeah. In like literally an hour or two.
In like a couple hours, it's full grown xenomorph.
I wonder how long they have until they have to lay eggs.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like a quick 24-hour turnaround.
Quick 24-hour turnaround. And also, like, do they require another xenomorph to lay eggs?
Yeah.
Is there any sort of sexual reproduction, or is this just parthenogenesis?
Maybe the alien, the xenomorph, is a haploid.
But maybe.
And it produces gametes through mitosis rather than meiosis. And so then it creates, and then the egg itself, that's the diploid.
Yeah.
But then when it
We're here trying to understand.
We're trying to understand.
This is literally made up. This is literally just made up.
I don't know if Ridley Scott and them were like,
no,
yes,
I really
alternation
don't think
of generations. What does the haploid life cycle look like?
Have you seen?
So it's ultimately a parasite.
It is totally a parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's videos that I used to show of like, it's this type of wasp that lays its eggs inside a caterpillar. And then all the eggs grow inside. I always show this video. The kids always fucking hated it. And they'd be like, ew!
Yeah.
Because, like, the larvae, like, grow inside the caterpillar. And the caterpillar's fine for a while. But eventually, like, the eggs, like, start eating their way out.
Oh,
and then, and the caterpillar doesn't die. Like, it eats its way out. And then they release a toxin that goes into the caterpillar's brain. And then the caterpillar literally sticks around and protects the eggs until it starves. So it doesn't even die. It's insane.
That is so heavy metal, bro.
Nature is crazy.
Oh my god.
Or like cordyceps.
Cordyceps is crazy.
Insane. I love nature.
I love it. So, okay, so like say an alien goes to Earth and then lays a bunch of eggs, bunch of face huggers.
Yeah.
So a bunch of face huggers infect humans. So now you have like a bunch of aliens. So they're like planet destroyers.
Yeah, definitely.
Essentially.
Absolutely.
Because then even if you shoot them, they got acid.
They
So
even if you shoot them,
they got acid. They got acid for blood, bro.
Acid for blood.
It'll fuck up your infrastructure.
Yeah.
Bro.
For sure.
But what if you explode them? If you explode them, then
If you explode
there's so many
if you explode them.
There's so
There's
many
acid everywhere in that.
Yeah.
acid everywhere, yeah.
We can't explode them.
Probably have to freeze it.
Well, in Alien Earth, did y'all watch Alien Earth?
No.
They capture them and they Alien Earth is, I really like the show, but they start talking to them. Like, one of the characters in Alien Earth literally learns the little xenomorph language, and she's
Shut
like,
up. Just like
yeah, literally. And she like trains them, and she's like using Alien Earth is crazy. Like, the whole premise of Alien
What
Earth
the
is it's these terminally ill children, and they start this program where they upload their consciousness into an android. And so it's like the first ever like humanoid android situation. And so they put the children in the androids. It's like a group of like several of them, and there's like a lot of like allusions to like Peter Pan, because these are children who like never grow up, like they'll never go through puberty, they'll never be older.
But they like give them the body of children?
They give them the body of adults. So they put these children in adult bodies, which is kind of weird.
That's weird.
But so they act like little kids. They're literally like 10 years old, and like one of them,
that is such a strange concept.
Yes. And one of the children, she's like, it's the owner of, it's not Wayland Yutani, it's like another, I don't know. It's a whole thing, but she like learns to speak to the xenomorph, and eventually she like uses their powers for her own good, and she's like she calls to them. It's cool. The show's really good. I really like the show.
Nice.
It was good. Yeah.
Interesting concept that all you need to do is communicate, and then you can control the aliens.
Maybe they just want a friend.
That's true. Maybe that's where the face hugging comes from.
Yeah. I mean, they do kill most of the characters, so there's that. They just want a hug.
They just want a hug.
Where my hug at?
Yeah, there are so many questions.
Yeah.
I guess I need to watch all million media releases.
Yeah, truly.
We did watch, so it was recently...
Romulus?
2019 was the what? Do the math for me. 50 year? No. 40 year.
From what?
1979.
40.
40 year, yeah. 40. So it was recently the 40th thing. Did we watch it in 2019, or did we watch like the 45th anniversary?
I think we watched the 40th.
Because we went to the movie theaters to watch Alien.
Yeah.
And it was really cool, actually. I think, is Ridley Scott still alive? There was, I think, yeah. He, there was like an interview, I think, with, babe, who was the person that talked in front of Alien? Was it Ridley Scott that was giving like we did this, like they talked a little bit about filming the movie and like where the idea came from?
I don't remember.
At this point, it's been like 7 years or whatever. So,
I think he's still alive.
yeah, he is still alive. It was really cool to see like Ridley Scott or whoever it was like talk about the movie, and then we watched it in theaters. I definitely enjoyed it more in theaters than I did watching it at home.
I agree.
I feel like it was probably most likely Ridley Scott, because who else would have been it other than the director?
Right.
Nobody else.
Well, the writer.
Maybe like O'Bannon, he wrote it.
Yeah.
He had like the original premise, but
It was anyway. So
I definitely would agree that this would be better in theaters. It's the pacing is slow. It's slow. It is slow. But I feel like in this movie it really works, and I actually really like it. Like, it's so eerie, but it does make it so you have to like truly lock in. And I feel like if I'm watching something at home, there's like a lot of opportunities for me to de-lock in, because I have to get up and pee. Let me go get some water, like that kind of thing. Also, if I'm watching something on my couch at night, odds are high that it's gonna be sleepy time.
Yeah,
so
for
sure. And slow, you have the soundtrack that plays so much into it with the singing and everything.
Yes.
So you hear
the sound design.
Theater is very different.
Yeah.
Yes. I love like because there's not a lot of music. No. There is some, but there's not a lot. But there's always this constant hum like in the background that's like you're in the ship, you know?
Yeah.
Which I love that they did that because they
Yeah.
did not have to put that in there. But there's always some kind of background ship noise that just, but it's not even like a humming. It's like a very dark undertone.
Yeah.
And it just creates such a great atmosphere. And they did such a great job with the lighting too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the lighting was incredible.
I love the sets. I love the Nostromo. Like,
yes.
I love, one of my favorite things about the movie.
Is it Nostromo or Nostromo?
Nostromo.
Okay.
Nostromo. I think,
Nostromo.
yeah, I think I said it wrong. Nostromo.
Nostromo.
Tomato. Nostromo. But I really love the set design. Like, they specifically didn't want it to look like this, like, ultra modern, like super cool, like high tech stuff, but they wanted it to look like this is like a hauling ship. Like this is just some job that they're doing. This is not like an amazing journey that they're going on. They're literally just working. Like this is their day job. And they also purposely like cast actors who were older, with the exception of like, I mean, Sigourney I think was 28 around the time when she did this. So it wasn't like these like young hot people. It's literally just regular people who do this for a living, and they don't really like each other. Like they're just coworkers, and so it's not like it makes it feel normal. Like it makes it so easy to like suspend disbelief, and it's like, oh yes, of course, like yes, like I hate it when you have to go haul ore in another galaxy, like you know. So I really enjoyed that. It really helped me kind of like invest in the premise of the movie and like get into it.
I agree. Like that's a good segue to like the anti-capitalism themes of the movie that I wanted to sort of like hit on real quick, because we didn't really talk about that much. But it's really interesting that like the company really prioritized getting this like essentially what they described as a biological weapon back in order for them to, I guess, study it and sell, you know, and make more money. And I also thought it was very interesting how the two engineers maybe who were like down in the
they were the engineers
taking care of the ship, like they were always complaining about like shares and like wages and stuff, and the movie made them, like the other characters made them seem really annoying, which I kind of hated, because it's like, no, like they need to be properly compensated for this.
Absolutely.
And I think it was an interesting insight into, we oftentimes find people annoying who talk about money or like whatever, but it's really about being fair in wages. And I hate the whole culture of like, don't ask people what they make, especially if you're like a coworker. I think everyone should tell each other what they make if you're working in the same company, because they will screw you out of money if you let them. And it's just like, who cares how much money you make? First of all, I don't care how much money you make. I care how much money they're paying me compared to you. Yeah. Because like, if they're underpaying me or they're underpaying you, then that needs to be fixed. Like things need to be a little more equivalent. Granted, more, you know, it depends on like your skill level and stuff like that. And so like
how long you've been there.
How long you've been there, keep things fair. But like, for example, like when men and women go into the same job at the same time, who's going to get paid more? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, also like if you get in there and you like, you can, not barter, but you can negotiate. And so like if two people are going into the exact same job and one negotiates and one doesn't, then one might be making more money than the other simply because they negotiated. I think also like you can really see the difference. Like the two engineers, like they're clearly like blue collar workers. Whereas everyone else, like all the officers, are like white collar / like science like people who maybe have like higher degrees, therefore they're making more money. But you know, the two engineers are doing all the physical labor, and it's kind of interesting because you have like all these like docks on the ship, and they're like, oh, they never come down here, like we're the only ones that are ever down here. And so even that, you're kind of putting them on like a lower level than the other characters, and clearly they're making less money than everyone else. And so I do think that's valid. I think also like, if we're going to extend this trip to go check out this planetoid, what they should get paid overtime. They should totally get paid overtime. Bro. But oftentimes people are not paid overtime for working overtime, but they're expected to like work overtime. I have a friend who's been working at her lab overtime and not getting compensated for that, but that's kind of like crazy. The expectation, and I'm like, that's so messed up, but that is like the expectation. And That sucks.
I hate capitalism.
I hate capitalism. Girl,
Anyway,
same.
let's do the good, the bad, the spooky.
Yes.
What's your good?
I love the pacing of the movie. I love that we see the xenomorph in moderation. It's kind of like in Jaws, where you don't really get to see the shark a whole lot. I love the actual design of the xenomorph. I'm obsessed with the xenomorph. She's like low-key so cunty. Like,
yeah, she
she's
really
such a baddie. Body is tea. Like,
Girl,
I love it.
I want to see her in a cunty bob.
Yes.
She'd look hot.
I love the eerie isolation. She's got a lot of forehead though, so she might need some bangs.
She might need some bangs, yeah. I love a cunty bob with bangs.
I love the like isolation is just 7 people in this giant ship. I love that the movie really makes you feel like you're in this world where hauling space ore is normal. This is just a typical job. Like, I just love the set design. Yes, this is routine. This
like
is
they wake up and they have breakfast. Like, all right,
alrighty, just woke up from
Earth?
cryo sleep. Yeah. What else is new? That kind of thing. I love it. What's your good, Joanne?
The atmosphere. Yeah.
Actually, there's no atmosphere in space, Joanne.
Well, within the ship there is.
That's true. How do they have gravity in the ship? How do they have gravity in the ship?
That's right.
Because like in Project Hail Mary, we got a centrifuge going to get gravity. How do they have gravity? Answer. Riddle me that, Ridley.
Yeah. Explain the physics.
Yeah.
And the biology while you're at
Literally, yeah.
Okay, so the atmosphere, it's such like a dark, like it's almost like the ship itself has like this ominous presence to where it's like it could be anywhere. So at that point, like, yes, the alien is the monster, but then it's also like the ship. Like, how do you navigate the ship to like get away from the alien? The constant humming in the background, like I mentioned earlier, I just love that. Like, I noticed that at some point in the movie, and I was like, whoa, like that's kind of deep. I also love the alien design. The setup, everything about the alien is just so awesome. Like, they did such a great job.
I love when she pops out and then she just runs away really fast. The little alien just like scurries away. So funny, so funny.
Sigourney. Queen, I love her.
Every time she's in anything, I'm always like, Sigourney!
Yeah, I love her so much. I think she is a total badass bitch in this movie. And I love that they make her even more badass in Aliens.
Yeah, she's HBIC.
Yeah, even though it's like a completely different feel for that movie, it's still super fun just because she's in it. And I want to go with her on that journey. And then also Giant Penis was really funny. I was like, they did not.
It's all very phallic.
They did not try to hide that.
No, they were
that
like
is so obviously.
They were like, let's erect a giant penis statue.
Actually, yep, correct. Yeah.
Even the baby alien looks like a penis.
The baby alien
looked like a penis completely, 100%. Yeah.
True.
Okay, what's your bad?
My bad is no notes. I do think some of the practical effects look a little bit silly. And you can kind of see, or like you
but for 79,
I was about to say, so like whenever they're like propping Ash's head up, and
that
like,
was
like
so
a cut,
funny.
or it's like pretty obvious, or like even what I just mentioned, where the alien like is birthed and then runs away. It looks a little bit silly, but I think it's okay. And it doesn't detract for me from the film at all.
No, yeah.
What about you? What's your bad?
Yeah, because at that point, you're just like, oh, shit. Like, oh, my God. Like, you're just so shocked that you don't even care what the thing looks like. Yeah, there's nothing bad about this movie. Honestly, maybe corporate greed and pregnancy is what I said.
Corporate greed and pregnancy.
I know, like, more power. Like, people want to have kids. We need that. More power to you. Please have children if that is your journey. I would literally, if I was a woman, no.
I would simply no.
I would simply no. So I mean, I don't know, maybe things would change because we have a lot of friends who like insisted when they were younger that they would not want to be pregnant and they would not want kids, and they're either pregnant or now have kids, and they're really happy about it. So obviously something changed, like it was a conscious decision,
brain chemistry happens.
Brain chemistry, whatever.
Kind of like the caterpillar when it's impregnated by the wasp's eggs.
Crazy.
I mean, pregnancy does like literally change your brain chemistry.
And also everything else chemistry.
That's true.
like you can become diabetic in pregnancy. We have a friend. I don't know if this is too much, but yeah. Anyway, so like, it's like, I just would not want my body to go through that, and so pregnancy is. But you know what? Like like I said, more power to you. That's your journey.
Is scary, but to me that's 9 months,
True.
The grand scheme of things is not a long. Not that I wouldn't be daunted by being pregnant, but to me, parenthood, that's forever, baby. But we were supposed to go see the movie last night, and Logan was reading the reviews, and he was like, "Oh, I don't really know about these reviews." So I looked it up, and I knew nothing about this movie. First of all, I thought this was David Cronenberg from Videodrome, and then we were like, "It's Lee Cronin," so wrong. It's Lee Cronin. But I finally, because I was looking up the movie, I finally read the premise of the movie.
It sounds crazy.
The premise is this little girl gets lost, and then they find her in a sarcophagus 8 years later.
Right.
And I was talking about it at work, and my coworker Alice was like, "Listen, I'm not a parent. Put her back." Put her back. I don't want her at that point.
Opens her up.
Nope.
And
close. And we close that again. Yeah, literally. And like, I think we went through the same thing whenever we reviewed Poltergeist, whenever the mom goes into this alternate dimension looking for her daughter.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I would not go in there. I don't want to go in there.
Do you need some snacks in there? I could send you some.
Let's just throw some goldfish in there.
Yeah, like, ooh, close that shit. What's your spooky?
My spooky is giving birth and corporate greed.
Period.
But yeah, giving birth sounds crazy. I've heard some crazy stories from like friends and coworkers, and it is no joke. And even like, I mean, vaginal birth, scary, but C-section,
scurry,
insane. And they send you home so fast. Like, you literally just cut me open, and now you want me to go home and take care of a newborn baby? Crazy. Also, corporate greed. Definitely bad. And I think this company, specifically Weyland-Yutani, wanted the aliens for like their military, so it was crazy. The military industrial complex in space.
100%.
What about you, Joanne? What's your spooky?
The alien.
Yes, I love the xenomorph.
Part.
Yes.
They're incredible. And I think if I ever saw one, I would simply perish. They wouldn't even have to kill me.
Yeah,
I would just pass away immediately.
Dan's gonna be like, what was even the point?
Yeah, you just show up and I'd be like instantly just unalive. Yeah. That's the scariest part in my opinion.
Like whenever Lambert and what's his name? The science officer are like, they're trying to get like cooling fluid or something, and then the alien comes up behind Lambert, and the guy's like, "Move, Lambert," and she's like, "I can't."
Yeah.
I was like,
literally
girl,
me. No, that's literally me, honestly. Like I said she'd be worthless. I probably would also be worthless. Although at least I wouldn't take up any resources because I just die.
True.
Like I would just die. Okay. Mar, let's rate this movie by the number of times you'd witness an alien murder if you were an orange cat.
Oh my god! I love that part! That was one of my favorite parts of the movie. I'm so glad you included
Jonesy
this. That was so funny when Brett is dying and Jonesy's just like
watching him like,
oh my god, it's so funny.
It's giving Brenda from Scary Movie.
I would
just let her mute her later white ass and leave.
If I were an orange cat, I would witness the xenomorph murdering someone 4.5 times.
Oh my god, really?
Yes!
Me too!
Oh, okay, yeah.
Me too.
I loved it. I love this movie. It's so good.
So typically, like, I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, to be honest with you. Like,
that's valid.
If someone was like, I love sci-fi, I'd be like, I'm literally so indifferent to this. But as a horror movie, I feel like this was like so solid. And I think the sci-fi aspect of it is almost secondary, and like the themes and like everything else. But because it's a monster movie.
It's a monster movie. Ultimately, it's a monster flick.
So but 4.5 stars. That half is purely just out of personal preference to like indifferent to sci-fi. But I think this is a really great horror movie. Had you seen it before?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We had not. Actually, the first time I ever watched Alien was at the theater in 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think it was the 45th. I don't remember it being that long ago. But maybe it was.
Maybe you guys watched it at the theater. No, because that would have been so little ago. Like last October, whenever they did the screams.
Because last year it would have been 45.
Yeah, I think it was the 45th. I think it was.
I watched it for the first time
24.
recently, like a couple years ago. Maybe I watched it for the first time.
Yeah, I think that's when we went because I had not seen this movie before then, and honestly, I was impressed. Like I love this. It's a great movie. So I would say people would be like, you have to watch Alien. I'd be like, all right. But I would say, like, you have to watch Alien. Like, if you love horror, and especially if you love sci-fi horror, this is, like, a quintessential...
It's so good.
It's an amazing movie.
It's so good. It's so fun. I love it.
All right, now let's read some Letterboxd reviews.
Yeah!
You start us off, Mar.
Okay, this is by Demi. I'm only going to say the first name because I cannot add the Wait. Babe, I think this is the guy from Dropout. Logan's not going to remember this guy, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the cast members from Dropout. We love Dropout. Shout out to Dropout. Yeah. I love Game Changer. Have you guys seen Dropout?
No.
Oh my god, I love Dropout. Okay, I'll show it to you later. Give it 4.5 stars. If you are going into space, I think that you should leave your cat at home. He does not need that stress. Yes.
I mean, come on, right? Okay, this next one's by Sierra, who gave it 4 stars. The fact that the alien murders all the white men first is so funny. What a woke queen.
Yes, so woke. I love
woke queen.
Yes, literally like saves the woman in the black guy. Yeah. Okay, ally. Okay.
Not the ally.
This is by Giaba. 4.5 stars. Typical orange cat behavior from Jonesy.
Literally.
Absolutely. Honestly, there's one brain cell in there and yeah.
And it's using it to hide.
Yeah.
This is from Eric. Sigourney did this for the gays.
Yes!
Yeah! Sigourney. Slay queen.
She was serving cunt, like, too.
Honestly,
when she's, like, in her little tiny, too small underwear, she was serving.
You know what? To be fair, I'd pack. I would pack similarly. Thank you, Sigourney. You know what? I feel seen.
I would have granny panties. I would
me.
In space.
I'd be like, which one? What's the cute underwear can I take?
Lace.
Anyway.
Let's do some assless chap situation.
Assless.
She might as well have. Her butt crack is out.
Bro,
like it's crazy.
That was crazy.
That can't be. Yeah. Here's the thing. That can't be comfortable. That can't be comfortable. It's gotta feel like your stuff is falling. Like I can't. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. This last one is by Reese, who gave it 5 stars. I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies. Was he programmed sassy or what?
Yeah, when Ash literally, I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
He was so sassy. He had like, such an attitude.
Shut up, bro. Crazy. You're literally ahead.
Literally.
And that about does it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed the podcast, tell your friends about us. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rate us 5 stars in whatever app or podcast service you use to bring on the spooks.
Please follow us on our socials or by going to scarymovienights.com, or you can look us up on any platform. You can also message us through our socials or by sending an email to spooky@scarymovienights.com. Tell us in the comments, that's not me, that's not me.
Do it.
Tell us in the comments what you think about Alien 1979. How many alien murders would you witness? I'm Joanne.
And I'm Mariana.
And thanks for joining us for another Scary Movie Night. See you in 2 weeks.
Stay spooky.